Hey, welcome back, folks. We're out in the front near the animal pen here. For those of you that have animals, and you obviously know you got to feed them, that's one thing. I did a video here recently on how to ferment feed, and basically will double in size per 5-gallon bucket, and that'll last them a long time. But I have another thing I needed to work on. I have their watering system set up inside, and as you know, you got pipes coming out of the ground. They need to be insulated, and I kept trying to figure out a way, how can I cover these pipes and keep them from the ducks and the geese and chickens. As you naturally know, they're gonna try to shred whatever's on there. So after a little bit of thinking, I come up with a solution to keep them from tearing this stuff up. So this is a 3-inch piece of sewer pipe. It's a thin wall pipe, and I got a 10-foot joint because I had a couple of pipes I needed to cover. And this right here, this foam, and in order to get this where I could keep it on there, like I got one pipe that's just straight up, I can pull that thing off of there anytime. But I have another one already done, and another one inside the coop, which I'll show you guys in a little bit, where I cut slits on one side here, and on the bottom I cut them on the opposite, so that I can stick it in the ground and go over the pipe, cover the dirt back on it with the foam barb obviously already on the pipe itself, and then stick the spigot through the other side, which obviously that's the only drawback, is you got to cut your water off for a little bit to be able to take and put the end of the pipe through, so that, you know, obviously you can cut the slit in there and put your cap over, but it'll keep your pipe protected, and it'll keep the animals from chewing it up. Now here in a little bit, I will show you what it looks like already finished and done. And you know, this isn't hard. If you need to work on the pipe for some reason, you can turn your water off. Obviously, you know you're going to do that anyway. Undo the spigot off of it, and you can pull the pipe straight up off of it. You know, yes, it did cost a little bit of money. The pipe was about 25 bucks. These are about $2 a piece, a couple of bucks for the caps to go on it, but I thought it was very efficient. This stuff is not going to be radiating in the sun and tearing up and breaking down. It'll just be sitting inside there, protected with the pipe around it. So I thought it made sense to invest in something, at least if I'm going to put it in there permanently, that it's not going to be torn up in a week, or I'm worried about animals eating plastic. I mean, because obviously nobody wants to come in there and find an animal laying on the ground that's suffocated because it swallowed plastic. So with that being said, I'm going to get into making the other piece, and once I'm done cutting it, I'll bring it back up the top and show you exactly what I've done, and I'll even bring you to another one. It's going to be a little different than the second and the first one that I did, but then I'll come back and show you what I did on one of them with the cap already cut and put in place, so that you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right, everybody. Hey, so here's one that I've already done. Here's one that I've already done here, and you can see I've got a cap already on it. I can pull this cap off at any time. I didn't glue it on. I've got my foam inside here, and this pipe is actually buried just about 5 or 6 inches below, enough to stabilize it, and put it back in place. Put your cap on it. It's protected. I can cut this on and off when I want. I think I made good use of, I spent maybe 45 bucks at the most putting this together. And the last segment of this video, I will, the pipe that like I said before I did, is a little different. I have another one inside the chicken coop as well that I had made up. But the other, like I said, the last one is going to be a little different as far as that one is set up. So you'll just see the cut on actually two sides on the bottom because I got a pipe running with a T on there, so I had to make some adjustments for that. And this line I actually just cut off from the old door here and ran this direction. And the reason why is we're actually fixing to fence this part in from here to there and take the old door out because I got dogs that can't seem to stop digging around a door. So I'm trying to protect my birds and keep them out of the chicken coop themselves. So, but yeah, that's pretty much about it on this part. Since the birds are on the opposite side, which I will take you guys and show you here in a minute, that we got, like I said, it's a work in progress. We still got quite a bit to do, but sorry about the volatile camera move that's going on here, but yeah, like I said, we're not quite finished here yet. I'm just taking the inside. We got the automatic waterer here set up. As you can see, I cut the slice on that side there. There's another slice down at the bottom. I tell you what, that's one thing you're not prepared for. Ducks can be very messy, as well as geese. But, you know, they're waterfowl. They got to have that. Hopefully I can get down there. You guys can see my pipe's just sitting there. And, you know, you can cut the foam itself a little bit higher up if you want to kind of fold it over and push the cap on it itself. Sorry guys, trying to expand this camera to get it where it's a little bit better spot. But yeah, I'm going to cut the last one, and I'll cut the slices in it, although I don't need to cut one for the top of this one because the water spigot is just straight up. It's not on a 90. But I'll still cut a little bit higher on the pipe and cut the slit so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So stay tuned to the end, and I will show you the actual pipe finished and cut with the cap on it. And yeah, that's about it. Hey everybody, as promised, we're walking out here. I said I would give you a tour of the new chicken coop and chicken run. It's all pretty much almost all done, with the exception of one section of a fence. But here we are right here. Door, got the carabiner and everything on it now. So you slide over here, get a little look inside. Put you up top here. See all of them over there eating out of the wheel. My wife picked up this little deal that you put inside of a wheel and put their feet in it. Excuse me if the video may be a little bouncy, but this section all over here, we did all the fence and everything on this side. And my fences are actually up to 7 foot tall. Now, we like the trampoline idea, but we might be coming up with something different, because we might be actually moving this out and putting a fence between these two to so we can actually section these off and get a little more grass to grow in between. And we're not gonna do away with the trampoline. We're gonna take it and bring it outside in this little section over here, the corner, and make another spot where they can roost. But this will be more open area. And once the old coops that are right here are down, we will take them down and put a fence running from end to end in the middle. So this will be a lot better. And then eventually later down the line, this area right here that has not much going on, we will come out and make more sections that we can fence off, so we can have areas where we can let them go in and eat, because you know, geese, ducks, chickens, they go through grass extremely quick. They'll have it to bare dirt within no time. And so we want to kind of mix it up. We're doing it a little bit at a time. And yeah, so that's pretty much the update for this. I didn't make a video last week, so I wanted to make something this week. I appreciate you guys taking the time to come out and watch the video. And we will see you on the next one.